Welcome to the new and improved version of Votex365. So this is the current homepage. This is a demo website, so the information here is not real information. This is just test information. So over here, there's the homepage. You have the event, and it gives you some details about the event, and then you have their advertisements. So if you are someone who has some products or some service you'd like to advertise, you can actually advertise on the Votex365 platform now, and your advertisement will be shown here, right? Then we have showcase events. So I'll be going through what all those things are, but let me continue with the various pages. So I'm sure you'd have noticed this little plus button here. What exactly is it? Well, it's a way for you to directly interact with various aspects. So direct ticket purchase. If you don't want to waste time, you know the ticket code. You can just come here and it takes you straight to the ticket purchase page, right? You can also share and have people buy. Okay, and then we also have direct vote, HYNT. If you know the specific code for the contestant, you just enter it, it takes you straight to the contestant's page. You can vote now. You can vote by count or by package. So by count, you just enter the number of votes. You enter the email, you enter the phone number, and then you have the price breakdown, right? So if you enter your email, you pay through a payments processor. You can pay using either card or mobile money. And if you enter your phone number, you pay with mobile money directly through mobile money. So you get a prompt on your phone. So you just need to hit the pay button. You can also pay using a package. So select a package. You select the package you want, right? 10,000 votes for one CD. You enter the email, you enter your phone number, same thing, then you pay, right? Complete payment. Okay, so now let's go to the events page. So on the events page, you just get a card views of the various events ongoing, right? So let's go to events 2. All right, so this is events 2, right? So we have phases. So we have the advertisement here. So we have announcements and gallery. So let's start from the top. The events flyer, right? And then you have the events gallery here. So let's go to see all. So as an event organizer, you can add pictures and videos to your event. Maybe you hold the event in person, and then you have photographers around taking pictures, recording, taking videos. When the event is done, you can upload all your media here, all your pictures or your videos here, and then the contestants and anyone at all who would like to check can come here and then view all the pictures and videos from your event. So that's the purpose of the event gallery right here. So it takes pictures and videos. All right. And then we have the announcement. So the announcement portion is basically if the event organizer has some announcement they would like to give to the contestants or to anyone else who would be coming to view the event, they can create announcements. So over here, these are the announcements, title, and then the content. And then they can add a picture if they want to. Advertisements again, and then phases, right? So when it comes to events have three main phases. We have the ticket sale phase, we have the nomination phase, and we have the voting phase, right? So for the ticket sale, I mean, that's you selling tickets to the event. For the nominations phase, you have two types of nominations. You have paid nominations and you have unpaid nominations. And then for the voting, you also have paid voting and unpaid voting, right? So let's come to this nomination, for instance. So events 2, paid nomination, nominate and pay, right? So these are the contestants that have currently been nominated, right? And they can nominate a new contestant. You select the category, you enter the name, the bio, maybe like a little short description, email or phone number. Okay, so yeah, you add email or phone number, and then you add a picture, and then additional. So some event organizers might require additional information. Maybe they would like to know your Instagram handle. So they'll put the additional information there, and then you have to fill it out. And for this specific nomination, you see here pricing breakdown, nomination fee 25 cedis, right? So if you want to nominate a contestant, you have to pay 25 cedis. So the email and phone here are specifically for completing payments, right? So if you put your phone number, you complete a payment to Momo. If you put your email, you complete a payment to a payment provider using either card or Momo. And you can decide to leave them blank and your payment will be anonymous. And that means that we will not take your email, we will not take your phone number, but you can still complete payment through the payment provider and your identity will be anonymous, right? Okay. Let's go to the showcases. So now let me explain what showcase events are. A showcase event is any event that someone wants to create for the sole purpose of inviting other people, right? So sort of like it's supposed to be like an informational event. So let's check this one out, for instance. Marriage between me and Puku. Interesting. Okay, so here it shows you the picture and then it gives you the name of the event and then the description and then the segments, right? So reception, wedding ceremony, yeah. So let's go to the reception. So you see the reception. This is the details of the reception, and then it shows you a location as well, right? Unfortunately, this I think this is the coordinates that was used for this one is in the sea, right? It's in the sea, I think so. Well, it's taking some time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's in the sea. I'm trying to zoom out to see. Oh, wow. It is in the middle of nowhere. Okay, interesting. All right. So you can open in Google Maps, you can get direction, and then you can also add the events to your calendar, right? So if someone is inviting you to an event, they can use this, and then all the details will be here. They share the link with you, and then you just come here, you add it to your calendar. That way, you never forget about it because you'll be reminded on your phone with your calendar application, right? So that's the showcase events. So you can also have a showcase event where it's a virtual meeting. So instead of it being a location that you go to, it's just a virtual meeting link. So you add to your calendar, it will take the details and then it will add it to your calendar. You can come here, you can click join meeting, and then you join the meeting, right? So this is more for informational purposes. So that's the showcases. Then we have the advertisements. So advertisements, as you can see, these are adverts that you can have on the platform. So you can click on the advert to get more details. So advert 3, it gives you a description, then the URL here, right? So you can visit the link. So maybe someone has a website you would like to advertise on the platform, they can use this, they can do it through this feature, right? So let's go back to the home page. And so here you have the advertisement again. So if you were to click on an advertisement here, it would open the page for you to see all the details about advertisements and you can visit the link, right? Now, for the About Us portion, it's just literally about Votex365, right? Founded in 2023, we've raised over 2 million Ghana cedis for clients. These are the things we do: e-voting, e-ticketing, advertisement, event showcase, referral program. I'll speak more about the referral program later. Key benefits, right? Business model, 10% commission negotiable. Payouts within 2 business days. You can request for early withdrawals as well. Public presence, we have website, blog, we have various social media platforms. And this is our leadership, right? Myself, Joseph Eche, CTO, Stephen Darko, CEO, and Caleb Johnston, CFO, right? So the LinkedIn profiles are also there. Then our journey and past successes, we are proud of. Yeah. So this is our past clients page. So you can visit this page and get a list of the past clients. So this page actually links to. We've not yet done the transition, but we'll be doing the transition very soon. It's supposed to link back to the old Votex 365 page, which is this one, and they can see all the past events here, right? So you can see all the various people we've worked with before in the past. So that's it, right? These are some of the people. So we actually limited it to just 12 events being showed. But yeah, these are some of the people we've worked with previously, right? Okay, so these are the various social media handles. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter or X, LinkedIn, Medium, Facebook, GitHub, and YouTube, right? So Feel free to follow us on the various social media platforms. We also have a privacy policy page. So this is for the privacy policy. And then we have a terms and conditions page, right? Yeah, so I think that's basically everything for this portion. And then we have a dashboard. So for the dashboard, you can sign up or you can sign in. Sign up, you create an account. You can use username or that's optional. We have the email and the password, and we also use a captcha, right? So you can also continue with Google optionally you can continue with Google. So sign in, I'm going to sign in and show you what the dashboard looks like. All right. So, sorry, 1 second. Okay, so this is what the dashboard looks like. Immediately, you notice there are a lot of statistics, right? Because we want you to have all the information you could possibly need. So voting statistics, total, there's a total number of votes that have gone through for your specific accounts for all the events you've hosted. These are the votes that have been successful. These are the votes that have failed. So success rate of 76%. And then we have payment statistics. So 62 total payments. And the total amount is 17,000. Successful payments were 34 with a total of 766. Failed payments were 28 with a total of 16,000, right? I mean, obviously these figures are not realistic, but yeah, just to show you, right? Success rates for payments, 54%, average payment, average successful payment, so 22. So this means that um, for every single payment that's occurred for you for all the events you have, on average, everyone is paying 22.53, right? Okay, and then we have the referrals. Okay, so now explaining the referrals, actually, I think I'll explain it when I visit the referrals page, right? Okay, well, it's actually here. Okay, so explaining the referrals. If you have an account on the platform, you can refer people to actually come and create an account and use the platform to host their events, whether it's for e-ticketing, whether it's for e-voting, whatever it is for, right? So you copy your referral code and then you can share that with anyone, and then they'll sign up onto the platform. And for every single person you refer, you get, I think it's a 10%. Is it? I think that'll be in the terms and conditions. So you can check the terms and conditions for referral. Yeah, referral. Okay, well, right now it says 20, but it's going to be 10. So by the time you see this, by the time you visit the website, it should say 10%, right? So yeah, that's it. So you can copy the message and then you share with people. You get the estimated earnings from your referrals. You get the number of referrals you've gotten so far, and then event overview. So this specific account has a total of 4 events and a total of 6 phases across all events, a total of 9 categories across all events, and this account is running advertisement, has 7 active advertisements and 6 showcase events, right? Okay, and then there's also a recent activity portion. So we have um, this over here. This is for the recent votes, right? These are the recent votes that have gone through. And we have recent ticket purchases. These are the recent ticket purchases. And we also have the recent referrals here, right? Then we have the quick actions portion. So create events is this over here. Okay, well, the create event is this new event as here, right? It leads you straight to the event creation form, which is this. Let's go back to the home page. Manage events leads you here. I'll show you what those things are very shortly. Manage ads, showcase events, referrals, and then account settings. So those are the same things right here, right? If you can access them using the sidebar, or you can access them using the buttons down here. So let's go to account. Okay, so for the account portion, um, you have the account details here, right? So this is your account details. username, email, you can change the various things here. So settlement account, cool. So you have your settlement account here. You can select bank or mobile money. You enter the account number, account name, and account holder. So the account name is your, whether it's, so we can use maybe, let's say, Stanbic Bank, right? And then the account holder is the name on the account. So if the name on the account is Komla Agbo, right? That's the name that you'd enter there. Okay. You can log out, you can delete your account, and you can change your password from here, right? All right. There's actually a forgot password flow that I forgot to show. But I mean, if it ever becomes necessary, you can just visit the you just need to go to the auth page and then the sign up sign in page, and then you can find the forgot password there. All right, so my events, loading events. All right, so you can search and filter, create a new event, you enter the name, you enter the description, you enter the logo or the image you want to use, and then you can create your event. Then over here, so we have manage, edit, announcements, gallery. So I'll start with the gallery. Gallery, when you click on gallery, this is where you manage the gallery for your event. So you can add pictures or videos here, and then you're adding pictures and videos to your events gallery for people to be able to see. And then announcements, you can create announcements for your events. So yeah, these are the announcements. New announcements, you put in the details and then you create the announcements, right? You can also edit the events details. So one second. Yeah, okay, so you can also edit the events details, right? So it's the same form, you just, whatever you want to change about the events details, you just change those details, right? And then we have the manage button. So when you click the manage button, this is where you actually manage the events phases, right? So over here, let's see. Okay, so here you have the ticket. Oh, okay, so one thing I forgot to show you. Let me show you that right now, because we've realized that um, for the various uh, based on the experience we've had with event organizers, usually when they are done nominating, they they get they reach out to the various contestants through WhatsApp. Like they create a group on WhatsApp to communicate with the contestants, right? Maybe they need to get the contestants' pictures or whatever the case may be, right? So we actually have a chat inbuilt on the platform. So for the contestants can access the chat, and the event organizer can access the chat as well. So okay. So let me show you what the chat looks like. Enter your voting code. I think that was HYNT99. Open chat. Yeah, okay. So this is it right here. So for the event organizer can also access the chat. And it's the same thing here, right? Um, okay. Yeah, so this is it, and this is it, right? Okay, so hello, send, send, and I think it should appear here, right? Am I connected? Oh, disconnected. Why disconnected? Chat. Okay, yeah, hello. Okay, so it's showing the chat is disconnected for the organizer. I think we might have to fix something here, but that's what the chat looks like here as well, right? So the event organizer can communicate with the candidates. Cool. All right. So you can also manage the contestants. So here, contestants, you can add a new contestant. You can edit the contestants' details. So you can delete the contestant if the contestant is no longer needed in that phase, right? In the voting or in the nomination. So you are seeing flyer generated here. I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. Um, Voting. Okay, yeah. So This is for adding voting packages, right? So let's say you want to add a new voting package. This page will also be updated a bit, but if you, let's say you want to add a new voting package, how many votes you want to add? 1,000. What should the price be? One. So you are saying you want a new voting package where one CD gives 1,000 votes, right? So that's the vote. That's how the voting package works. Going back, settlements, yes. So you can request for settlements. So over here, you notice financial overview, total revenue, total settlements, available balance, paid payments, paid settlements, right? So these are just statistics. You can request for a new settlement. So if you have maybe you've raised 5,000 Ghana cedis so far and you want to request for 3,000, you type that in, you hit submit. Oh, right. Okay, so the available balance is only one CD, so you can only request for one CD. Okay, yeah. So that's how you request for the settlement, and then your settlement will be processed, right? Okay. Let's see. Settlements, chart. Okay, so I think the next thing is tickets. So here, right, over here, you can add a new ticket. So right now there are four kind of tickets being sold. R singles, EORI, and solo discounted, right? And then you also have the recent ticket purchases list here. So you can edit a ticket, you can delete a ticket, so you can add a ticket type, right? Okay. So that's tickets. You can also edit the events, the fees details, right? So the fees, this fees type is a ticketing fees. The name is ticket sales. It's okay. So for the ticketing fees, you don't need to specify whether it's a paid fees or it's a or whether it's not whether it's a paid fees or not, because so you are selling tickets, right? So this doesn't matter here. But sorry, it matters for I think this nomination. Yeah. So over here, this nomination is not a paid nomination, right? So that detail is not is you know you can make it a paid nomination, you set the amount, or you make it an unpaid nomination and people can just nominate without having to make a payment. Right? Um, oh yeah, categories. So you can have categories for your voting or for your nomination, right? So you can add a category, you can add a new category, you can add a picture to a category if you want to, or you can just add a category name like that, right? And then you can edit a category and you can delete a category. All right. And then you can also edit the fees status, right? So for this voting is currently active. You can see, okay, right now the voting is done. So I want to complete it. So you can mark it as completed, right? Another thing is when you are creating a new phase, yeah, okay, so it appears here. When you are creating a new phase, you can decide you want to manually control it, which is where you would actually come here and then edit the status of the phase. Or you can decide you want it to be automatic. So automatic, I want the phase to start on the 1st of August at 3, let's say 3 p.m., right? So it's starting on the 1st of August, sorry, 1st of September at 3 p.m. And we want it to end on the 30th of September, also at 3 p.m., right? So you can add a picture, then you create the phase. So that's for the phases. Mm, yeah. So these portions are basically just like an overview, voting, ticketing. Yeah. So now flyers. So there's actually an automatic flyer generation function within the system. So you come to flyers, you select the events you want. So events two, you select the phase, first paid. Okay, so that's phase. You can put in your number or you could, leave it, make it optional. You can leave it blank, right? So these are the various templates we have available. We'll be adding more as time goes on. So you can select one. Let's see, uh, this is the one you like, right? Simple flyer with no partners or sponsors. So this one, flyer with three events logos and partners and sponsors, flyer with partners only, no sponsors, right? So let's select this one, flyer, simple flyer with no partners, no sponsors. So we selected this one. So we'll add the organizer logo. Um, let's add this, right? And then so there are three candidates. We click generate flyers, right? And then now we just wait. It's going to take some time. So we wait for the flyer generation to complete. So yeah, this is the status, generating flyer for candidate two, which is this. Now for candidate one, okay, so it's done, right? So you can download the, come to think of it, let me check something. Okay, yeah. So you can download the flyer, right? So candidate one, right? Okay, so I think this is the one we just selected, right? Oh no, this was the one we selected. And which one did it use? I think we used this. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. All right. Either it didn't update. Let me reload the page again and see. Either it didn't update or there's a bit of a bug in the selection process, right? So let me try that again and see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay, so I guess it didn't update, right? Okay, no problem. So I guess this is something we'll have to fix. Okay, now to showcase events, right? So you can create a new showcase event, and it's actually a paid service, right? So you type in the name, you type in the description, and then you add your image. You can select whether it's a public event or a private event. So for public events, they are displayed on the website, right? They are displayed on the website for anyone to see, and if they're interested, they can uh attend. And for the private events, that one you have to share the link yourself, right? So you notice over here there are this is a test, police, and then marriage. So we have this is a test, police, and marriage, right? But then we have other ones. Okay, so I guess there's another issue here we'll have to fix. We have other ones here that are, do we have any that's private? I think this should be, oh, okay. It's public as well. Okay, Steve. Um, yeah, okay. So some of them, okay. I think we could just create a new one. But anyway, so you can have a public event, a public showcase or a private showcase. And if it's private, you'll be able to see it from here. And then you can copy the link and then you share the link, right? So the only way people will be able to see your private showcases is if you copy the link and share it, right? Okay, and then over here you control the segments. So if you remember with this one, for instance, we had the segments. So we have the reception, wedding ceremony. So over here you control the segments. So you enter the name, start date, end date, description, and then select a location on the map. Or you can input a meeting link and add a picture, right? Then create the segments. Now for advertisements. So these are all the adverts for this account. Expired, active, right? So you can create a new advertisement, you enter the title, you enter your target URL, you enter your start date, end date, and then the description, and then you can add a picture, right? So the way this one works is if you select, I think it is, okay, so here, and let's do this. Oh yeah, so platform charge, so it's 10 CDs per hour, right? So if you like to advertise anything on the website, if you want to advertise for 1 hour, you'd pay 10 CDs. So 24 hours, 240 CDs, right? So that's how it works. So I think that's everything so far. There are a few bugs here and there that we need to fix, but hopefully everything should be ready and live very soon. So This is the new and improved Votex 365 platform with all the new features we've realized that event organizers actually need because we've been operating since 2023 and we've worked with a lot of clients so far, and we've realized these are certain things, these are certain features that most of the clients need, and we've therefore integrated it into the platform. So feel free to check out the platform. You can let us know if there are certain features that we need to add as well. And also, if you notice over here, this is the logo we're using, but um, we've rebranded, right? So we have a new logo as well. So yeah, that is the new and improved Votex 365 platform. Thank you.